So we're going to change the radiator on this 92 Tracker today. It's got a pinhole leak right about there. You can see there's a little bit of fluid here. I get the smell of antifreeze in the cab when I'm driving it, and it just works its way around. It's like a little puddle here. It's not leaking very much, but I think this is an older radiator. It's metal at the top here, so it very well could be the original, or or a wrecker radiator that's been put in here at some point in its life. Spectra Premium. There it is. Beautiful. Brand new. Hope it fits. Other videos I've watched, it seems like a lot of them don't fit. I figured I'd try this. I think that's the most coolest beer can I've ever seen. So I had to try it. Not as good as a Lucky Lager though. But yeah, we're going to change this radiator out. I ended up getting it at Lordco. It's the only place I could find one. They had one used at the auto wrecker, but I really didn't want to go that route. So we're putting this one in. Now this is all Mickey Mouse here. You can see this is a bolt been put in after. And this, so I tell you the sizes. I mean, the other videos, it's 10 mil. So we'll try 10 mil. So first thing I'm going to do is take a nice clean container, big enough to hold the coolant. Put that underneath. Open the radiator cap, make sure your engine's cool. Got nice clean fluid in it. There's the drain there. So we just want to loosen that. Shit. Antifreeze on the camera. Great. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna get this drained. Okay, so that's draining out. You can see it's nice clean fluid. Now that I got it pointed the right way. That was kind of dumb using the camera with trying to do it with one hand there. So anyways, pretty easy to drain it. So we'll just let that drain slowly and then do a few other things. That's a 10 mil. It's just a bolt. And we'll get this one, another 10 mil. You can unhook these hoses. It's got the simple hose clamp, the squeeze clamp. That's in the back. Slide that off for the reservoir. So I just moved that back. It was here, moved it over to here. And we just need to get that off of there. Tuck that out of the way. Pull that up. That out of the way as well. Put that aside. It's starting to feel like it's coming loose now. Oh, that's good. Okay. Put that there. And we'll undo our hoses. Actually, I'll show you something here first. So I changed the thermostat on this probably a month ago. I was having issues, so I changed it out. Undid this bolt just fine. Went to undo this one, snapped the bolt off. So and there was just a little bit sticking up. So I tried to drill it and use one of those removal tools. Didn't work. Put a bunch of deep creep, put WD-40 liquid wrench, let it sit, still wouldn't come out of there. So luckily on this side, it was actually a through bolt, so I could feel the bottom of where the bolt would come through if it was too long. The hole actually went through. So I just drilled the bolt right out of there, and I put in a bolt. This is the head of the bolt is underneath. I had to grind part of it off, and so it would sit in there properly. And I just put some RTV sealant around along with the washer. Put the new thermostat in, put the bolt in, and did it up. and it's been working fine. That saved me having to change this or rethreading it. I don't know if that was the best way to do it, but at the time it seemed to be the quickest way to do it. And I don't have a tap and die, and I didn't want to start messing around with that, so got it fixed and it works. The flathead or a nut driver. That'll free up. There we go. Took it a bit to break it free. God. Now the shroud, from what I remember, that's a 10 mil too. Oh, look at that. Yes, it is. Right. Well, I couldn't get that bottom one off. I was trying to figure out why, so I got down under there, and it's another odd one. I guess somebody lost the other one, and they just had a flathead, so it took a bit to get that out. And then the other side is missing, so now it's just a matter of undoing the bottom hose and get this beast out of here. Alright, so I got it loosened off. I should be able to take this thing out now. Look at that, there it comes. I'll be damned. Should come out. Oh. Look at that, eh? Just mangled. Made in Singapore. Yeah, all metal. No plastic on this. Yeah, so there's the new one. And I stood it beside the other one and it looks exactly the same, so that's good. We'll get that put in a minute. But before I do that, I want to flush the heater core. The heat just hasn't been working well, and I don't think it's all to do with the rad. I don't know if that's just, this is my first geo tracker, so I don't know if the heat just doesn't work very well on these things, but it doesn't seem to blow very hot. So I want to flush this out just to make sure while the system's empty. I'm not going to bore you guys with me undoing these, but once I get to flushing it, I'll show you guys. So I got those two lines off for the heater core. The top one, I should have checked this while it was running earlier, but I'm assuming the top is the inlet and the bottom is the outlet. So I'm going to back flush it through the bottom. I may not be right about that, but I think any kind of flushing is going to help, but I know back flushing is better. So I'm going to assume the bottom one is the outlet. I have this dishwasher tubing from a dishwasher drain. It's new. It's not totally transparent, but that end there does fit over it pretty nicely. I'm going to put a hose clamp on it. I have some black tubing I'm going to use to adapt to a hose. So I'm going to do that and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so for the hose inlet, I just got this 5/8 dishwasher hose, or 5/8 tubing. I used to use it for dishwasher drains. And then I got this 3/4 PEX, or barbed fitting by 3/4 male thread. So I'm going to stick a hose clamp on there. Just do that up. Here's the feed hose that's going to flush into the bottom. We're just going to flush this real quick and see how much debris comes out. And I'm only going to turn the hose on just a little bit. You don't want a lot of pressure going through there. I think you want about 10 psi. I'm going to go turn it on. I'll let you guys stay there and watch. So yeah, some crud came out of there, but not a lot. I'll take that apart and get those hooked back up. Okay, I got those hooked back up again. Now we'll get the radiator in. Okay, so these I don't need. These are, if it's an automatic, this is a standard. So they're loose. So I'm just gonna tighten these up so they don't fall off, I guess. Good enough. Get the shroud on here first. The drain is tight. Put this down there. Try and put it in gently so I don't hit any of the fins. Shroud seems to fit in the right spot. Looks like it's all going to work out. That on there. I'm going to put the bottom hose on before I fasten this in place. Okay, got the bottom hose on, nothing done up yet. Now we'll put our 10mm bolts back. That started good. And we'll do that up. Now I'm going to get under and do the bottom up. And we'll do up the shroud. Got everything all hooked up, everything done up nice and snug. And now I'm going to fill it with 50-50 antifreeze. Now I'm going to start it up and run it for a bit. Just trying to get any air out of there. Got the heat turned on full. Alright, turned it off. Now I'm just going to top it up one more time here. And we're all done. Put the new cap on. Run it for a bit and check for leaks everywhere. Purring like a kitten now. I hope your radiator re goes as smoothly as this one did. You know, I'll have to get a couple bolts for the shroud though. The two bottom ones were kind of Mickey Mouse, so I'm going to just get a couple new ones, but it's on there pretty good for now. But the radiator is fastened in much better than the old one. As you can see, the bracket on the old one was broken. I appreciate you watching, and yeah, I'm going to be putting out a few more tracker videos over the next month or two, so subscribe if you want to be notified about that. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.